Yo, what's it going on, Joe family? Welcome back to another reaction video, and he's back. Blood, it's taken a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's taken a while since this guy has released a track. It's taken a while since this guy has just been making music, bro. Like, for real, if you don't understand who Bugzy Malone is like, well, he's king of the north, basically. Like, he's a fucking legend in the game. Actual, like, lyricist, like, poet. Like, he's a fucking, he's one of those type of artists. He's one of those type of rappers that you, like, there's a lot of his songs that I can relate to. There's a lot of his songs that I connect with. There's loads of them. There's literally loads of them. Like, it's just crazy. And then this one here, Men Free, bruv. Like, this one came out, I think it was yesterday, and or 2 days ago. I can't remember, but like, it's hit numbers already. And like, I fucking wanted to do it yesterday. I had a bit of a struggle day. I was not feeling well at all. But today I'm alright. I'm feeling a bit better. Still feeling a bit shit, but I'm okay. But I really wanted to get this done. If you don't understand the story, I think it was about March time. Bugzy Malone was on his quad, and he basically got into a pretty bad car accident, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he got into an accident. Basically, like, it was just bad. It was just bad. And he was posting pictures of things like that. Like, he had basically was there bleed in the brain as well, or something stupid like that. And yeah, it was a lot of shit, bruv. So I reckon he will talk about it on this, basically, because obviously this is like a comeback track, I guess, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like a comeback track. So I'm blessed for him to be back, bruv. Like, when he was safe, like when he was like back to normal, sort of thing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy is a fucking legend, absolute legend. So I want to get this done, and you know, this is basically, a lot of you will not know who Bugzy Malone is. Hopefully you guys do, because Bugzy Malone is a fucking G. He's a legend. He's a fucking incredible guy. I'm blessed that he's still good. I'm blessed that he's well, and it's good to know that this man's back doing music. And literally, seriously, just pay attention to this man's vocals, pay attention to this man's lyricism, just pay attention to him, because he's a fucking, he's just a beast. He really is. So I want to literally get onto this one, man, like no fucking about. But if you are new around here, please hit that subscribe button. We're getting closer and closer to that 5k. We're only 400 away for hitting 5k, bruv. Like, I'm so blessed. Honestly, thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support. Like I said yesterday, I just was not feeling well, so I didn't do no videos yesterday. But you know, it's all good. I'm back today. I'm gonna be back and, you know, up and running with everything. But I really want to get this track done, so let's do it. So like I said, literally just pay attention to this guy, bruv. Like, he is a literal, he's just too good. He's too fucking good. So I haven't heard this track yet. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just gonna see what he's gonna talk about. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, 8, go.
Yo,
Bugzy Malone, rapper lucky to be alive after road accident. Look at that. Look at the pictures, bruh. Look at the pictures. If I'm not mistaken, that picture there where the paramedics are, that's actually him on the floor. And then you got the quad on the what's that lorry called? What's it called? I don't know, where they take away like the vehicles and stuff when they've been like bad and that. I think it was an Audi and his quad that got into an incident.
it's Bugzy Malone. See, as soon as I got to the hospital, the nurses told me I'm lucky to be alive. 3 weeks later, I get a blood clot in my chest.
That's mad.
Shit nearly killed me. And now I'm back.
A blood clot. So he literally had the accident, and then he had a blood clot. Like, are you mad?
You don't call me the king of the north for nothing. Watch this.
Facts.
Alright, so mommy used to sell herself. Drop a couple rocks into a pipe and light it up. Think I didn't come from hell. My old bestie said my head's gone, it must be mental health. But I got killers in my family, in case you couldn't tell. And I didn't wanna see them niggas, so I got it hella stealth. And when I saw those idiots, I told them by myself that I don't fear nobody. I've still got ups that want me bodied, but them man are still living in a cell. And if I have to go back there, I swear I'm going in. I pray a lot these days in case I have to sin. I tell them till my mouth goes dry and I need a drink. I sleep well these days, I never miss a wink. And no, I didn't catch the virus, still this pain in my chest. A court case coming, fuck fame for a sec. I'm gonna have to stand and take judgment again, but I can look him in his eye. I have my baby to protect. Couple things I never said out loud, I've just been living with it. I gotta speak hard, though it's fucking with my spirit. A school tie around my neck and hanging from the ceiling. He burst into the room, I was embarrassed when he see me, so I put it to my wrist and yeah, I slit it.
Bruh. You could, like, that's the thing. People could never tell when someone has, you know, mental health feelings, mental health problems. Like, you know, people and doctors, when they look at me, they don't feel that I deal with stuff like that. Like, you know, unfortunately for me, you know, I've been through a lot of shit, like a lot of you do know already. Like, I've been through a lot myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, from an early age, bruv, like, for real. But it is what it is, you just gotta live your life, really. I've had suicidal thoughts for years, and, you know, I feel like this time around, I'm sort of getting better. I'm sort of, like, more calm with myself recently, which is a good thing, because usually I'm a really angry type guy, but I've definitely sort of kept my emotions aside. But then to hear this man here, you know what I'm saying, like, people would not feel that this man deals with anything, but hearing this man here saying about the school tie around his neck, and then basically like try to slit his like wrist and shit, like, it's mad, it's mad.
Again, but I can look him in his eye. I had my baby to protect. Couple things I never said out loud, I've just been living with it. I gotta speak out, though it's fucking with my spirit. A school tie around my neck and hanging from the ceiling. He burst into the room, I was embarrassed when he see me, so I put it to my wrist and yeah, I slit it. Didn't cut it deep, though I gotta say I shit it. Her mummy was a nitty, but when I heard she turned one of her customers into my dad, I gotta say I really nearly did it, but
there's the thing, it's not even the fact of, you know, because he was basically saying that, you know, he didn't cut it deep because he basically shit it. Like, he basically didn't do it like deep enough because he knew that if he did it deep enough it could end it. So he had that thought process in his head, and I've had that thought process in my head when I've done it as well. Like, I've got scars here on my arms, unfortunately. Like, you know, when people think that if, you know, I've been through bad things or whatever, like, but, you know, when I was such a young kid, I tried to use the Stanley blade, I did it this end, and like that's where a lot of these scars come from, because I didn't really know that it was from that end, because I was very, very young at the time when I was doing it. You know, it's crazy, man.
So I put it to my wrist and yeah, I slit it. Didn't cut it deep, though I gotta say I shit it. Her mummy was a nitty, but when I heard she turned one of her customers into my dad, I gotta say I really nearly did it. But I told myself I would never do anything silly. I told myself I'd take it out on niggas that fuck with me, and that's why I never lost, and that's why I'm a boss, and that's why I was the first one to rep my city. I got fake friends talking like I don't show intelligence, like I didn't demonstrate due diligence. Man telling me about my residence, like I couldn't give a green light and leave no evidence. Place in the Louis, waves under the dewy, skeleton car, so I can.
Nah, for real. Let's go back to that line again, fam. Please.
Straight due diligence. Man telling me about my residence, like I couldn't give a green light and leave no evidence. Place in the Louis, waves under the dewy, skeleton car, so I can see through it. See these levels to this British shit, and me, I'm top tier. Any talk of me not being a legend stops here. When the car pulled out, I knew that we was crashing, and at the point my life was meant to start flashing, I just blacked out. Woke up on the concrete with feathers everywhere.
Yo, fam, is that him that was on the floor then? Did you see that? Yo, what the fuck? So you can see the accident right here where it actually happens. So you can see the cars pulling out of when Bugsy's obviously riding his quad as well. But if you look at like the right, I'm trying to think on your camera right now, on the left hand side, you see, I don't know if it's him.
Talk of me not being a legend stops here. When the car pulled out, I knew that we was crashing, and at the point my life was meant to start flashing, I just blacked out. Woke up on the concrete with feathers everywhere. The Montclair was ragged out, me, I had it mapped out. Now I got bleeding on the brain, the same shit that killed my cousin. Yeah, I swear I missed Dane. Couple niggas turned out to be fake, but I'm too rich to argue these days, so I just give it space. On the hospital bed, the morphine on me tripping, giggling at nothing, into reminiscing. Crashed doing 70 without wearing a helmet. Believing God or not, there's no denying a blessing. I was on the ward, slowly healing. Lay on the bed and my chest was beating. The blood clot passed through my heart and into my lungs, and the pain was a deeper feeling. I shouted for the nurse, I could feel myself leaking with a face full of sweat. Could barely catch my breath, even though I knew I was hanging by a thread. I told the nurse that there's no way I'm dying on this bed, fuck that.
Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Yo, big up Bugsy, bro. Big him up, big time. Not only to go through an accident like that, and then like a blood, like basically, you know, that like bruv, for real, like damage in the brain, and then a blood clot, and then that's crazy.
Now I'm supposed to feel weak. For some reason, though, I feel like a Wolverine. Like I smashed the side of the car up with my physique and left a big boy dent in the concrete. He put me in the newspapers and magazines. You better recognize a legend when you catch a sneak peek. It's not the first time I've shed blood out on the street, but the way they taped it off, it was like a murder scene, huh? Fucking Bugzy Malone. 2020. The fucking resurrection. Yeah.
That's the thing, like, with certain tracks like that, one second, let me just see if there's anything else. Resurrection, nah. So certain tracks like that, man. So certain accidents like that as well, I mean, like, that can take you away, like, that can make you feel like that you don't want to do it again, you don't want to ride that specific vehicle, or you don't want to be on the road again, sort of thing. Like, that's what sometimes it can happen. But as you can see, bruv, like, Bugsy's back, you know what I'm saying? So he's basically saying that he's got a second chance in life, and it's beautiful to see that he's got it, man. It's beautiful to see that he's back. It's beautiful to see that the lyricism is still there. And so Bugsy, man, I'm blessed that you're back, man. I really, really am. Like, I hope you're well. I hope you're still continuing to do well. I hope you're still, I know you're probably still recovering in certain ways, but like, brother, just please stick well, man. Be well. You know, it's honestly, it's blessed to see you back in the scene, bro. It really is blessed. Anyways, guys, let me know down below what other songs you'd like me to check out. If there's any other songs from Bugzy Malone that you'd like me to react to, then please hit me up in the comment section. It'd be absolutely amazing if you could do so. This is Bugzy Malone. This is M.E.N 3. This is just another banger. Always a banger when Bugzy Malone drops a track. Always is. Never, ever disappointment. Just facts. Just never is. But either way, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe, make sure to share with your friends and family, hit the bell notification, and come enjoy the JRL family. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.